Your interval training sessions could be building the wrong kind of fitness, and it's quietly costing you in the last 10 kilometers or 6 miles of your marathon. So here is the question. Do you actually know what your intervals are meant to train and how fast is fast enough? Because there is one exact pace that lifts your ceiling, and most runners either never reach it or they fly straight past it. It's not that you're not trying hard enough. Hard is the wrong target. If your intervals leave you flat for 2 days, you're not getting fitter, you're getting slower. Let me show you the pace that flips that all around. So what is interval training actually for? When your race is 42 kilometers or 26 miles long and each interval only actually lasts for a few minutes? And why does running them even slightly too hard quietly wreck the easy and long runs that matter far more? Your VO2 max is the size of your aerobic engine, and interval training is the single most powerful tool that you have for making that engine bigger. Get the pace wrong and you do not grow your engine. You bury yourself in fatigue that steals from your every other run in your week. Every session gone. So when you line up for your next interval session, do you know the exact pace that actually builds your engine? Most runners are guessing, and that guess gets quite expensive. This is something Jack Daniels lays out clearly in his book, Daniels Running Formula. Interval work has one job: to spend time at your VO2 max, and that only happens inside a narrow window of pace and duration. You run your intervals as hard as you possibly can, thinking faster always means fitter. So you flame out after 2 reps and never actually spend real time at the intensity that matters. That is your first failure point. You treat every rep like a race, sprinting the first minute and hanging on for dear life. That's your second failure point. You cut your recovery short to make the session feel tougher so that your body never reloads and the quality falls apart. That's your third failure point. And here is what it is costing you. Every week you flog your intervals at the wrong pace is a week of marathon fitness you'll never actually get back. Race day, it doesn't wait. As a running coach, I take runners of all types from zero to hero. Hundreds of athletes, goals smashed, running transformed. And right now, I'm doing it myself, deep in a sub-3 marathon training block, running the exact plan I build for my athletes. If you are serious about your marathon and you want your hard sessions to actually pay off on race day, you're in the right place. And there is one simple test that tells you in a single step whether your intervals are working. I'll give it to you in a moment. First, the science most coaches skip. So is there real evidence that VO2 max intervals move the needle for marathon runners? And what actually happens to your race when you train this system the right way? Research in exercise physiology consistently shows that the speed that you can hold at your VO2 max, not just the number itself, is one of the strongest predictors of distance running performance. And science is clear on how you raise it. In 2013, a major review in the Journal of Sports Medicine confirmed that the most effective interval efforts sit at around 95 to 100% of maximum aerobic capacity, held for 3 to 5 minutes at a time. The same body of research found something that surprises most runners. You accumulate the most time at VO2 max, not by sprinting flat out, but by holding a controlled hard effort with proper recovery sets between the reps. Harder was not better. Structured was better. The runners who trained this way improved their running economy and their race times across a single training block. That is the entire difference between intervals that build your engine and intervals that just leave you tired for the next session. Take one of the runners I coach, a weekend warrior in his 40s, chasing his first sub 4 hour marathon, training hard but completely stuck. He was sprinting every interval and fading in every long run. So we changed one thing. We slowed his reps to true eye pace and protected his recovery. 6 weeks later, the last 10 kilometers or 6 miles of his long runs stopped falling apart and he ran a personal best. Same runner, same mileage, different pace. That is the shift this training is built to create in you. So now you know how it goes wrong, but what is the exact interval pace and what does a session look like when you finally get it right? In Daniel's running formula, interval pace, what Jack Daniels calls eye pace, is roughly your 1 to 3 kilometer race pace. The effort that you could hold flat out for about 3 to 5 minutes. Not a sprint, not your tempo, that's specific gear. The point is time spent at VO2 max, not speed for its own sake. Reps of 3 to 5 minutes let you reach that intensity and hold it there. And the recovery is what lets you do it again with quality. But here's the catch. Get that pace even slightly wrong and the whole session flips from building your engine to just draining it. Your marathon does not get faster because you can suffer. It gets faster because your engine delivers more oxygen at every pace. So your goal marathon effort finally starts to feel sustainable. Here is the fix for failure point 1. Anchor the pace. Eye pace is about your 1 to 3 kilometer race pace, around 20 to 30 seconds per kilometer or 30 to 45 seconds per mile faster than your tempo pace. Do not know it? Well, run a short 1 kilometer all-out time trial and work it out from there. Here is the fix for failure point number 2. Run your reps controlled and even, hitting the same pace on your last rep as your first. And here is that 1 rep test I promised. If you can gasp a couple of words but not a full sentence, and you finish each rep knowing you had 1 more in the tank, you are dead on eye pace. Here is the fix for failure point 3. Respect the recovery and easy jog long enough that you can actually hit pace again on the next rep. The recovery is not wasted time. It is what makes the next rep count. This is what separates the runners in my program who finish strong from the ones who train hard for months and fade in the same place every single race. Pace is right. Recover properly, the engine grows. So what does all of this actually give you? This is the payoff. A bigger aerobic engine, so the pace that used to feel hard starts to actually feel easy. A stronger finish where the last 10 kilometers or 6 miles of your marathon hold together instead of falling apart. Better running economy, less oxygen at every pace, a goal marathon effort that finally feels sustainable, and you get faster without piling on junk miles, because it is the quality of these sessions, not the volume, that grows your engine. This is what proper interval training buys you. Do nothing and you keep leaving that fitness on the table week after week after week. Most runners spend money on shoes, watches, and race entries, but never on the thing that actually transforms them. Coaching changes how you train, think, and race. So comment coach me below and I'll send you the link to get 1 month of full run coaching plus access to our online form and technique course completely free. So remember the 3 mistakes that flatten most runners. Here is the exact session that fix all 3 in the one go. Do not skip this. Your session this week, after a 10 to 15 minute easy warm-up run 5 repetitions of 3 minutes at eye pace with 1 to 2 minutes of easy jogging between each rep. Now remember, eye pace is that controlled, hard, about your 1 to 3 kilometer race pace effort, quick but never an all-out sprint. Hit the same pace on rep 5 as you did on rep 1. If rep 5 is falling apart, your first reps were too fast. Even and controlled beats fast and fading every single time. That is 15 minutes of quality work at the exact intensity that grows your engine, because that is all it takes when the pace is right. Finish with a 10-minute easy cool down. Once you can hold all 5 reps evenly, progress by adding a 6th rep or by stretching each rep to 4 minutes. Do not add pace, add time at pace. Your watch is not in charge of your effort today. Body leads, watch confirms. One thing is now clear. Your interval sessions are how you raise the ceiling on your marathon speed, but only when you run them at the right intensity. Not above it, not below it. Every controlled rep you run at true eye pace lifts that ceiling a little higher in your running journey. So now you know what interval training is really for and exactly how to pace it. But there is still a gap between your faster sessions and your race pace in your whole training plan. So if this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss a thing. Also, use this QR code or the link in the description to follow me on Strava for daily running tips and inspiration. And I'll see you in the next video.